I'm Moshe Feiglin. Stay tuned. Taped with Rabbi Doug is next.
We're gonna see Rabbi Doug. We're gonna see Rabbi Doug. We're gonna see Rabbi Doug on your TV tonight. But Daddy, I want to watch Monday Night Football.
Forget about Monday Night Football. There's no other thing we're gonna watch on Monday but Rabbi Doug.
Yeah, Rabbi Doug on TV tonight. We're gonna see Rabbi Doug. Oh, everybody talk about Doug.
Shalom and welcome to Taped with Rabbi Doug. We are here in Skokie, Illinois today, and I'm here with Neil Edelman and Carol Bluestein, and we are here on behalf of American Friends of Wounded War Disabled Veterans of Israel. And this is such an amazing group and an amazing program that takes place here once a year in Chicago, bringing in a number of Israeli veterans who were wounded in the line of duty and making them feel at home with the Chicago Jewish community, taking them around Chicago. It's really an amazing thing. Now, Neil, you're past president of the organization. Tell me about what you guys do and how you put it together.
Well, I've been involved in the organization for 11 years. And in each of those years, and this is the way it was before, we have, during June, brought a delegation of 10 Israeli veterans who have disabilities from their service. Most of them are men. Some are women. Most of them, of course, are Jewish, but there are also Druze who serve in the Israeli army and Bedouins as well who serve in the Israeli army. They come here for 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks of rest, relaxation, getting to know the support that they have in the Chicago Jewish community.
I heard that's not true. I heard you work them harder than the Israeli army because they never get to rest. You are taking them around Chicago every day from the minute they wake up until the minute they go to sleep, which is only about 4 hours a night. And so the truth is, really, you really work them to death, but they enjoy themselves.
That's the program. That's what we put together. That's what's intended. Their families at home get some rest.
There you go. There you go. Carol, you really put together the history of this organization and know how it came about, and it didn't start in Chicago, certainly. Tell us a little bit about how this veterans organization got put together and how Chicago got involved in their process.
The key word here is chaverim, and friends. This organization revolves around friends. That's how it started, and that's how it continues. It started in 1973 when a wealthy Egyptian socialite went to Beth Elohim and saw what they were doing and went back to Geneva and started... Beth Elohim was an organization in Tel Aviv for the veterans. It was sort of a respite for the veterans. Right, a rehabilitation. And she started collecting rehabilitation equipment from all over the world. She sent so much equipment that the director said, you know, I want to thank you, but what we really need, since we have enough equipment, is a place for them to rest. She immediately invited them to Geneva, and she's even built a handicapped accessible villa for them. Okay, there was a man by the name... They still have people coming, do they still have them come for this respite in Geneva, Switzerland today? I'd like to say I know, but I don't. But there are how many organizations? 7 organizations? I'm not sure. I know there's 2 in England. And there's a few in the United States. I can't say. Esther, come on up here. Come on up here. Thank you. Calamaro. You are the current president of the organization. Do you know how many organizations there are all around exactly?
I don't know the exact number, but there are in Switzerland, in England there are several, Canada has many, and the United States
has a number.
Yes.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Chicago, amazing. How much time do you spend actually putting together the program that takes place for these 2 weeks? Is it a year's work from the time they leave until the next
start next week? Going over, we will have a group meeting with the host families, going over what our mistakes were, what was great, what in the program needs to be changed.
So you actually have host families here in Chicago that host these people when they come to Chicago for them to be part of this program.
Yes.
That's an amazing thing. It's an amazing thing. So how many veterans came this year?
This year we had 10.
You had 10 also. Very nice, very nice.
10 men.
Very nice. So, where does the funding come? Obviously, you do a lot of tiulim, a lot of trips, a lot of activities, a lot of food during these 2-week period. Where does all the funding come from?
The funding is 100% donations.
So people donate to their organization, you do fundraisers and things like
We
that?
do small fundraisers. We have a newsletter that we send out with asking for donations. And
We're like any other charitable organization.
But our
ask.
group, we're entirely volunteer. We don't have any paid staff. We don't have, nobody gets paid for anything. All of our donations go to this 2-week program. The only thing that doesn't is the mailing that we send out in the stamps.
Yeah, sure. Tell me, you and your husband Moshe, how long have you been involved in the organization?
We've just finished our 12th year.
12th year. It's wonderful. And Carol, how long have you?
I just finished my 4th year.
4th year. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I think what would be really wonderful is to meet some of the veterans and talk to them about their stay in Chicago and about their history with the IDF. And so stay with us here on Taped with Rabbi Doug. We are here at the American Friends of Wounded War Disabled Veterans of Israel here in Chicago, and we're going to meet some of them.
Hello, my name is Yisrael Oman, and you're watching Taped with Rabbi Doug.
We're here on Taped with Rabbi Doug, and I am here once again at the gathering of the American Friends of Israel War Disabled Foundation veterans who are with us today. And this is Ogichai Drori, who is one of the veterans who's with us from Israel. Where do you live?
I live in Yad Chana, it's near Netanya.
Near Netanya, Yad Chana. And tell me, what part of the IDF did you serve in? What was your job in the IDF?
I was in Golani units, it's infantry.
Infantry in Golan. And what time period was this?
In 1995 until 1997, and after that in the Reserve Army 9 years.
Okay, so now tell me, you obviously were injured somewhere along the way or you wouldn't be part of this group. What was your injury and how did it come about?
I have actually a 3 injury. The first one was in the regular army in 96, in the end of 96. I had the injury in training. I fell on my back, was stick in the ground that go inside my back. I was 6 months in a wheelchair and 1 year with a stick. And then I was okay and volunteered.
Now let me stop right there. You were stabbed through the back. Did people think that you were going to be paralyzed after that for life?
Yeah, this is the reason I was 6 months in a wheelchair. And after that, the doctors saw in the picture that the picture in my back that they can do something. Then I can stand up and everything.
They did surgery.
Yeah, another one.
They were able to stand up again. And you returned to service after all that?
I returned to service. When you see all your friends over there, you can be by side.
So tell me what you did next.
After that, I was in some special units. I also was a guide in the army, in the Reserve Army. And the second time that the injury, it was in 2002 in a World Shield operation after a suicide bomber blew himself in Malone Park, in a hotel park in Netanya, in Pesach.
I remember it so well.
So I was in Jenin and the car bomb was exposed and I injury again.
Oh boy. And people were killed during that?
Yes.
Yes. And so did you go through rehab after that again? Were you back in rehab after that?
No.
Or did you retire from the army at that point?
In this point I was in the emergency in the hospital and I ran back to fight after the injury because all my friends are still in Jenin. So I come back 1 day after.
1 day later?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And what happened after that?
After that, 1 month after that, in Megiddo, I was standing in a red light and a car bombed itself near a bus. And,
right near you?
Right near me. So I stopped on the side and because I'm medic also, I go to help them and then the gasoline of the bus is blown. And a lot of bullets from the soldier that killed her in the bus, the magazine.
So you have a history of being in the wrong place at the wrong time and coming through it by some miracle of the Kadosh Baruch Hu, being able to be on your feet again. Well, I wish you complete refuah shlema, and I want to thank you for being on the show, and welcome to Chicago. I hope this has been a real meaningful experience for you.
It was amazing.
Stay with us. We're going to meet another soldier in a moment right here on Taped with Rabbi Doug.
Hi, we're Seeds of Sun, and you're watching Taped with Rabbi Doug.
Welcome back. I'm here once again with the group from the American Friends of Israel War Disabled Foundation veterans, and this is Yishai Halem. And Yishai, Baruch haba, welcome to Chicago.
Thank you.
Tell me about you. What city are you from?
I'm from Hod Hasharon. It's near Ra'anana, Herzliya, 20 minutes from Tel Aviv.
Very nice, very nice. You obviously were also injured sometime in your service in the IDF. Tell me about that injury and what happened to you.
That's right. I served the time in the Army, in the Air Force. I was in a rescue team. We were rescuing soldiers and civilians as well. In one of the rescue that we were called to, there was a group of tourists in the Desert Yehuda, and we were going there with the airplane. We got there, we couldn't, because it was all mountains, we couldn't get the airplane to the group. We spotted them straight away, and I got down with a cable with 2 big jugs of water. As soon as I went on the cable snapped, and I fell about three stores down. As every Israeli soldiers, I knew that the mission is first and not myself, so I kept on going.
After you fell?
Yeah, after I fell. I smashed my knees, I smashed three ribs, but nothing stopped me. I gave them some water, and we went down to where the airplanes went. I was a bit limping, but who cares?
You got them the water?
Yeah, I got them the water. We got to the airplane, and then we went to hospital, take them to hospital. They were really, really bad, dehydrated.
You didn't go with them?
No, I didn't go to the hospital, no.
So how long before you ended up in the hospital?
Another 72 hours.
Another 72 hours.
And then I just collapsed.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, I want to thank you for coming to Chicago.
Thank you very much.
And sharing your story. Should have refuah shlema, no more injuries.
No, that's it. That's it for me. Thank you very much.
Stay with us, we'll be back.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Kaplan. You're watching Taped with Rabbi Doug.
We're back here on Taped with Rabbi Doug. I'm here with Yunus Nasser Eldin, who is a Druze soldier, and you were an officer also?
Yes.
So what position were you in? What was your rank?
Lieutenant Colonel.
Lieutenant Colonel.
Yes.
Lieutenant Colonel. So tell me, first of all, where did you live in Israel?
At the north.
Up north?
Yes.
Like near the Golan or?
And the Golan, and the Galilee, and then the Carmel.
And then the Carmel. And where do you currently live?
And the Carmel.
In the Carmel. So tell me, I think that this is most interesting having you on. Tell me, were many of your Druze friends, did they serve in the army, or was this something that you yourself chose to do?
We all serve like a Jewish people.
Really? You served just like an Israeli-born Jewish person?
From 1956, there is a law that every Druze done everything like Jews soldiers. Yes.
It's very, very nice. It's wonderful. I can't tell you how honored I am to have you on the show and to present you to the Chicago area and to the world who are watching our show, because not many people know. I know because I lived in Israel. I went to yeshiva. I lived in Israel. I know many Druze who served in the army, but people in Chicago don't really know that. And I think it's a wonderful thing. How were you injured?
1984. We fought in the west and the central of Beirut. It was very hard fighting.
So you were in Lebanon fighting?
In Beirut, yes, the capital of Lebanon. It's an urbanic area. It's a big town, 1.5 million, and you have to go on the street. And there is a lot of snipers that want your neck here.
Oh, really?
Yes. The part, it's shoot you here, not in the gun. And your
chest.
Yes.
So you were shot in the neck?
I shot in the leg.
You were shot in the leg.
Yes.
You were shot in the leg.
Yes.
And tell me, was it other Israeli soldiers that rescued you?
A lot of soldiers killed.
Many were killed too.
And Lebanon also. And I know the truth. My message is, I was in Lebanon 8 years. I was in the West Bank and Josephus tomb. There, my soldiers, 6 soldiers, killed in Josephus.
Oh, the famous murder of the soldiers at Joseph's tomb were your people?
Yes, it was twice.
Oh.
1996 and 2000.
And then 2000, I remember so well.
Yes, I was in the first one. 6 soldiers have been killed, and just a sentence, you can't trust people who love death than
more than life.
More than life. Yes.
So true.
It's my message.
I want to thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for all you've done
Thank
for the state of Israel, and I wish you only good health.
It's the truth community.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Dan Reichel, and you're watching Tape with Rabbi Doug. Thank you.
אוקיי, נשמח אם כולם ישירו איתנו, שרים את מתחת לשמיים של דיוויד אלוביק. באנו לך מתחת לשמיים, שניים עוז ונעים, יש לנו זמן מתחת לשמיים, איך נרדם אהבנו כמה, שנינו אחד, שנינו אחד, שנינו אחד, אחד שלם ויגור, שלם וגדול, בואי ניתן, בואי ניתן, בואי ניתן, בואי ניתן, אני אתן לך לתת לי לתת, גם ביחד עכשיו.
אחד גדול, הוא בעולם הזה נותן לנו הכל, לקרנו את הנתיב אנחנו רק צריכים לזכור, והרוח חיים את מתנה, התוצאים ועושים בצדה. שמאמינים לפחד, נמלאים נמלא הרבה, ולנו יש את מלך העולם.
גדולה להיות, בשמחה להיות, גדולה להיות, בשמחה להיות, בשמחה. מצווה גדולה, מצווה גדולה, בשמחה, בשמחה. גדולה להיות, בשמחה להיות, בשמחה.
Welcome back. We're here with American Friends of Israel War Disabled Foundation veterans, and I'm here with Yair Nomberg, who's here in Chicago with the disabled veterans from Israel. And Yair, where do you live?
I'm living in Kochav Yair. It's a place near Kfar Saba.
Near Kfar Saba. Yes. So tell me, first of all, what was your position in the IDF?
The IDF, I was in the parachute unit, and I was in the parachute unit, and I was wounded in the Jordan Valley when we were in 1982. A few weeks before the first Lebanon war, we practiced for this war. We intend to go inside Lebanon, but before we practiced in the armed vehicle near the Jordan Valley. Because quite Arabs came from Jordan to Israel, tried to go to smuggle the terrorists, and we killed some of them. But in the over the practice there, we had I wounded for my force, you know.
How many people were you wounded in your unit?
No, just me.
You were the only one.
It's a mistake of the white commander. He's now the mayor of Jerusalem. He went to the military trial because of this. He gave us a not good military vehicle.
Advice.
Vehicle. That's a 400 kilo metal went on my leg because of mistake. And I lost my right leg because of this. I went to the
prosthetic leg. You have prosthetic leg.
But I dance and run. Don't worry. I'm doing everything.
Good.
You see in the club in Chicago, I dance a lot. So you can't see it now after so many years. And I recovered after 6 months in the hospital in Har HaTzofim hospital in Jerusalem, after in Tel HaShomer, Shikum. And from that now on, after it, I did 5 years in the reserve army, not as a parachute, of course, but...
so you continued in your service?
Yes, as a reserve, but not the same. I didn't
not
fight.
The same type of work that you would have done.
Of course, they didn't let me. If I wanted, they didn't let me because I had one leg, you know. But I managed quite good.
Well, I want to thank you for your service.
Thank you.
And it's amazing that you've recovered in such a way that you can't even tell. Wow. It's an amazing thing. I want to thank all of you for being with us here on Tape with Rabbi Doug. Remember, you can check out our website, www.tvrabbi.com, where you can also see former shows on the web. If you want to email any of the group from the American Friends of Israel War Disabled Foundation veterans or the foundation here in Chicago, I will be happy to forward that email to them. The email address is info@tvrabbi.com. I want to thank all of you for hosting these people. And I want to thank you and all of the veterans who are here today. Thank you all so much for being with us. And hope to see you all next time right here on Taped with Rabbi Doug. Shalom, everyone.
Shalom.
This has been a Taped with Rabbi Doug production.